Someone tries to embarrass you in front of others. Your chest tightens, your pulse rises. You can feel that rush of heat building inside you. The urge to defend yourself, to prove your worth. But then you notice something. Another woman in the same room just heard the same thing and didn't even blink. Same insult, same moment, completely different reaction. What does she know that you don't? There's a mindset shift that emotionally intelligent women use, one that quietly protects their peace and makes them untouchable. It's not about pretending you don't care. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding how energy works and why most people are losing the game of emotional control without even knowing they're playing it. Here's the truth. Most arguments aren't about truth, they're about attention. Think about it. The last time someone provoked you with a sarcastic comment, a passive-aggressive message, or a dig disguised as a joke, you probably felt that flash of emotion, that rush to react. That feeling, that's exactly what they wanted. Toxic people don't attack you because they hate you. They attack you because they need you. They're starving for something they can't create themselves. Validation, emotional energy, power. And every time you react, defend yourself, or explain, you feed them. Every "why would you say that?" Every emotional text, every attempt to prove your worth, it's fuel. You think you're standing up for yourself, but really, you're just giving them exactly what they came for: your attention, your focus, your peace. That's why they keep doing it, because it works. If this is landing for you, don't go anywhere. Like and subscribe, because the shift that changes everything is coming next. But then one day, something changes. You stop reacting. You start observing. And suddenly, the game ends. They say something provoking, and you simply respond, "Interesting perspective." Or maybe you just smile. Maybe you don't respond at all. And now they're the ones uncomfortable because you didn't take the bait. You refused to perform. Here's what emotionally mature women understand. You cannot win a game you refuse to play. Most of us were taught that silence equals weakness, that if you don't defend yourself, people will walk all over you, that if you don't explain, you'll be misunderstood. But the truth is, explaining yourself to someone who's committed to misunderstanding you is emotional self-harm. You don't need to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't owe anyone your reaction. You don't need to prove your side of the story to someone who feeds off your frustration. Because here's the thing, real feminine power isn't about winning every battle. It's about staying so grounded that nothing can pull you out of your peace. So what's the alternative? How do you protect yourself without hardening your heart? You become strategically uninteresting. Now, this doesn't mean shutting down, cutting people off, or pretending not to care. That's still a reaction. True calm power isn't cold, it's composed. It's the energy of a woman who knows exactly who she is and refuses to be moved by chaos. Be like Wi-Fi. If they can't connect to you, they can't drain your energy. So when someone tries to provoke you, you respond neutrally. Short, soft, calm. I hear you. Okay, that's your opinion. You're not being rude. You're being selective. Because not everyone deserves access to your emotional world. This is what therapists call the gray rock method. But I like to think of it as the golden mirror. You stay calm, reflective, untouchable. You don't absorb chaos, you reflect it back, effortlessly. And here's the secret. When you stop feeding the drama, it starves. The person who used to trigger you starts to lose control. Their comments get louder, pettier, more desperate. But you just stay still. You breathe. You remember. Their behavior says everything about them and nothing about you, because your peace is not up for negotiation. you'll notice something magical. Your days get lighter, your mood steadier, you start feeling untouchable. And when people realize they can't control you emotionally, they lose interest in trying. That's real feminine strength. Not the loud kind that shouts, but the quiet kind that doesn't need to. You stop being reactive and start being radiant. You start choosing what deserves your energy and what doesn't, because your energy is expensive. Your calm is a luxury, and not everyone can afford access to it. The woman who can't be triggered can't be controlled. And once you master that, you become unstoppable. Stay grounded, stay steady, stay untouchable. And if this message shifted something in you, you're in the right place. Choose calm as your signature. A woman who cannot be triggered cannot be controlled. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.